My child, stop. Stop running. Just for this moment. I know the noise in your head is deafening. I know the thought of just stopping feels more terrifying than the exhaustion itself. The world screams, keep going, do more, be more. So you run and you strive and you push until your soul is worn thin like a piece of clothing that's become frayed and fragile. You feel it, don't you? That deep, bone-weary exhaustion that sleep can't even touch. It's a spiritual exhaustion, a hollowness that echoes with every frantic heartbeat. You've been trying to hold your world together with trembling hands, and now you feel like you're the one coming undone. But I need you to hear this. I need this truth to fall on your spirit, like a gentle rain on dry, cracked earth. Your exhaustion isn't a sign that you failed. It's a sign that you've been carrying a burden that was never meant for you to carry alone. You've been fighting battles in your own strength for far too long. So now be still. Let the striving cease. Let the noise fade. Let me speak to the deepest part of you, to the place that's so tired of trying. I am here. And I am not asking you to do one more thing. I'm just asking you to be here, with me, and let me give you rest. My beloved child, I see you. I don't just see the mask you wear for the world, the brave face you put on each morning with the last bit of your energy. I see you. I see the quiet tremor in your hands when you think no one's looking. I see the way your smile doesn't quite reach your eyes. I see the nights you lie awake, your mind a relentless storm of worries, regrets, and what-ifs, replaying conversations, picking apart your perceived failures, and dreading the sunrise of another demanding day. I see the weight you carry. It's like a heavy, invisible cloak you wrap around yourself every day. I see the weight of expectations from your family, your work, your friends, and maybe worst of all, from yourself. This crushing pressure to be perfect, to be strong, to have all the answers, to never ever show weakness. You've come to believe that to be loved, to be worthy, you must be endlessly capable. So you give, and you serve, and you fix, and you pour yourself out until there is nothing left inside but a profound, aching emptiness. You feel disconnected, even when you're surrounded by people, because nobody sees the full weight of the load you're bearing. I see the exhaustion that comes from the constant performance. Life has become a stage, and you're the lead actor in a play you never even auditioned for. You play the part of the capable employee, the supportive friend, the patient parent, the perfect partner. With every scene change, you switch your costume, adjust your script, and hope no one notices the fatigue behind your eyes. This performance is draining the life right out of you, leaving you feeling like a fraud, terrified that if you miss a single line, the whole show will collapse, and everyone will see you for what you secretly fear you are, not enough. I see the wounds you carry from the past, the ghosts that whisper your name in the quiet moments, the rejections that made you feel unlovable, the betrayals that taught you not to trust, the failures that convinced you that you're inadequate. You carry these hurts around like stones in your pocket, their weight a constant, familiar burden. You've tried to bury them, to outrun them, to pretend they don't exist, but they're heavy, they're tiring, and they've colored the way you see yourself, the world, and even me. You feel a deep sense of shame for things long past, for scars you believe define you. I see your spiritual weariness. You pray, but the words feel hollow, like they're just bouncing off the ceiling. You read the scriptures, but the promises that once brought comfort now feel distant, as if they were meant for someone else, someone more faithful, more deserving. You feel a profound sense of distance from me. You wonder where I am. You cry out into the silence and hear only the echo of your own pain. And this might be the most painful exhaustion of all, to feel alone in the universe, to feel as though the very source of life has turned his face away from you. You feel cynical, disillusioned, and the passion you once had for your faith has faded to a faint ember. I see the fatigue in your body, the way it holds on to the stress of your spirit, the tension in your shoulders, the headaches that cloud your thoughts, the persistent tiredness that no amount of coffee or rest can seem to fix. Your body is keeping score of every worry, every fear, every tear you haven't shed. It's crying out for a rest that's deeper than sleep, a rest for your soul. And I see the loneliness that comes from this all-encompassing exhaustion. You feel disconnected from your own inner voice, unable to even figure out what you truly want or need anymore. You look to others for cues, yet you feel profoundly alone. You pull away from people because connection requires an energy you just don't have. Even in a crowded room, a deep sense of isolation washes over you. My child, hear me. I see all of it. Not with judgment, not with disappointment, but with a father's heart that breaks to see his child struggling under such a heavy load. You are not failing. You are not weak. You are a human being who has been trying to do the impossible, to be your own source, your own savior, your own strength. You were never designed to live this way. Your weariness is a sacred signal, a holy invitation from your own soul calling you back to stillness, back to surrender, back to me. I see you, all of you, and I love you. Not for what you do, but for who you are, my child. And it's time for you to come home and rest. Listen to my voice. Let it cut through all the noise of your life. The world has taught you that your value is in your motion, in your productivity, in the relentless forward march of doing. It has taught you that to be still is to be lazy, to fall behind. The noise of that belief is so constant that you've mistaken it for the truth. But I'm here to tell you a deeper truth. A truth your soul is aching to hear. The path to your restoration doesn't start with more effort. It starts with less. It starts with stillness. I'm inviting you now, in this very moment, to be still. This isn't an empty command. It's a gentle, loving invitation. I'm not asking you to magically clear your mind, because I know it's a raging sea of thoughts and anxieties. I'm not asking you to achieve some state of perfect, unattainable peace. I'm simply asking you to stop your frantic striving, to let your hands fall open, to take a breath, and then another, without worrying about the next moment. The stillness I'm talking about isn't an absence. It's not a void or a waste of time. It is an active posture of the soul. It's a conscious choice to turn away from the chaos of the world and turn toward the quiet sanctuary inside you, where I've always been waiting. Think of a deep, ancient forest. The trees stand in a profound, powerful silence. They aren't idle. They are drawing life from the earth, reaching for the heavens, growing in a slow, mighty rhythm you can't even see. Their stillness is their strength. This is the kind of stillness I offer you. I know you resist stillness. The silence feels threatening because in the silence, all the things you've been running from start to surface. The pain, the fear, the loneliness. They're all there, waiting. You're afraid that if you stop moving, they will finally swallow you whole. But I am with you in the stillness. I am the ground beneath your feet. I won't let you be consumed. The point of this stillness isn't to confront your demons alone. It's to finally let me be with you, right in the middle of them. Imagine yourself standing by a turbulent lake. The wind is howling, and the waves are crashing violently. This is your inner world right now. You've been trying to calm the storm yourself, shouting at the waves, trying to push them back, exhausting yourself in a fight you can't win. Stillness is the act of sitting down on the shore. You stop fighting the waves, you just watch them. You acknowledge their power, their fury, and as you sit, you start to notice something else. You notice the vast, immovable mountains behind the lake. You notice the solid earth beneath you. You notice the endless sky above. The waves are still crashing, but you are no longer lost in them. You are grounded in a reality that is bigger, quieter, and more powerful than the storm. I am that reality. Stillness is the practice of shifting your focus from the storm of your thoughts to the unshakable presence of my love. So how do you begin? It's simpler than you think. It doesn't require a special room or a perfect hour. It can start right now. Start with your breath. It's your anchor to this present moment. Feel the air enter your body, a gift of life given to you without any effort. And feel it leave. With each inhale, imagine you're breathing in, my peace. With each exhale, imagine you're releasing a small piece of the tension you're holding. Don't force it. Just notice it. This simple act is an act of stillness. Find tiny moments in your day to pause. While you wait for the coffee to brew. While you're stopped at a red light. Before you get out of bed. Instead of filling these gaps with more noise, your phone, the news, your endless to-do list, let them be sacred pauses. In these 5-second, 30-second, 2-minute breaks, just be. Look out the window. Feel the chair supporting you. Listen to the sounds around you without judgment. These are pockets of stillness where your soul can finally catch its breath. Stillness is a discipline of trust. It's the deliberate choice to believe that if you stop holding everything together for 1 second, the world will not fall apart. It's the faith that I am at work, even when you aren't. Your frantic activity often gets in the way of the very miracles I'm trying to perform. You're like a person trying to build a house in the middle of a hurricane. I'm asking you to come inside, to find shelter in me, and to trust that I am the master builder who knows how to work in any weather. The world says, don't just stand there, do something. I say to you, my weary child, don't just do something. Stand there. Stand there and know that I am God. Be still and let me reintroduce you to your own soul. Be still and let me remind you that you are a human being, not a human doing. In the quiet, you will begin to hear my voice again, not as a clap of thunder, but as a gentle whisper, a loving assurance that's been there all along, waiting patiently beneath the noise for you to finally be still enough to hear. My child, for so long you've been trying to swim upstream. Picture your life as a great, powerful river. From the moment you were born, you were told that you had to fight the current. You had to swim harder, faster, stronger. You had to make your own way against the flow to reach some far-off promised shore of success, worthiness, and peace. And so you've been swimming. Oh, how you have struggled. You've kicked and thrashed and fought with every fiber of your being. Your muscles burn, your lungs ache, and your spirit is bruised and battered by the relentless current. You see others who seem to be swimming faster, and you feel shame. You get swept back by a powerful wave of failure or sorrow, and you feel despair. You look at the distance you still have to go, and your heart just sinks with a weariness that feels unbearable. You are so tired of swimming. Now listen to me. Hear this with your heart. What if I told you that you were never meant to swim against the current? What if I told you that your destination isn't upstream, but downstream? What if I told you that the river itself is my love, my provision, my plan for you? This river is the river of my grace. Grace is not something you earn. It's not a prize for being the strongest swimmer. Grace is the river itself. It is the unearned, unending, and all-powerful current of my favor that flows from the very heart of heaven. It is the divine influence that works in you to heal you, to restore you, and to give you strength when you have none. It's my power made perfect in your weakness. All this time, you've been fighting the very thing that was sent to carry you home. I am asking you to do the most courageous thing you've ever done. I am asking you to stop swimming. I'm asking you to let go. I am asking you to surrender. Surrender isn't defeat. It's not giving up. It's giving over. It is the conscious, trusting act of releasing your desperate grip on control and allowing yourself to be held, to be carried by a power infinitely greater and more loving than your own. It is turning over onto your back, letting your arms and legs go limp, and trusting that the water will hold you. Feel it now, in your spirit. Let go of the need to understand everything. Let go of the need to plan every single step. Let go of the need to prove your worth through your own striving. Just let go. Feel the current catch you. It might feel terrifying at first. The loss of control is what you feared most. But soon you will discover a truth that will change everything. The river is kind. The current is gentle. It is flowing with a purpose and a wisdom that you could never achieve on your own. This river of grace will not carry you into chaos. It will carry you into life. The scriptures speak of a river whose streams make glad the city of God, a river of living water that flows from my throne, bringing healing and life wherever it goes. This is the river you are in. When you surrender to its flow, it carries you past the jagged rocks of anxiety you were trying to navigate on your own. It lifts you over the hidden snags of fear. It gently steers you away from the whirlpools of despair. Think of how a child trusts a loving father in the water. The child doesn't worry about the depth of the ocean or the strength of the tide. The child simply relaxes into the father's strong arms, knowing they are safe, knowing they are held. I am that father. My arms are the everlasting arms, and they are underneath you. Surrendering to the river of grace is simply choosing to trust me more than you trust your own ability to swim. This grace is my power and presence in your life. It is the peace that can fall on you even in the middle of a storm. It is the love that assures you of your infinite worth, no matter what. It's the energy that flows into you when you are completely depleted. It is the wisdom that guides you when you are confused. You've been trying to generate these things for yourself, but they aren't products of your effort. They are attributes of the river. They are gifts of grace. When you float in this river, you are not passive. You are actively resting, actively trusting. You begin to work with the current, not against it. You might use your hands to gently steer, to navigate your course within the larger flow, but you are no longer the engine. I am the engine. I am the power that moves you. Your only job is to stay in the water and keep your heart open to my guidance. So, stop kicking, stop fighting. Let the river hold you. Let my grace be the current that carries you. You've been exhausted long enough. It's time to learn the glorious, life-giving art of floating. The shore you're looking for isn't in the direction you were heading. It's wherever this river of love is taking you. Trust me. Let go and let me carry you home. My beloved, as you learn to float in the river of my grace, it's time to lighten your load. You can't float if you're still clutching the heavy stones that have been weighing you down for so long. I want you to look at these burdens with me, not with shame, but with awareness. We'll release them together, you and I. I won't snatch them from you. They are yours to release. I will simply provide the river, the ever-flowing current of grace that can carry them away, far from you, until they are gone for good. Imagine you are standing now, waist deep in this warm, gentle river. The water is clear, and the sun is on your face. You feel the steady, reassuring pull of the current. In your arms, you're holding a large, heavy sack. This sack contains every burden you've been carrying. Let's open it now. Let's name them, one by one, and offer them to the water. The first stone you pull out is the heavy, jagged stone of fear. It's cold to the touch. This is the fear of the future, the fear of failure, the fear of what other people think, the fear of not being enough, the fear of being alone. You've held on to this stone thinking it would protect you, believing that if you just worry enough, you can somehow control the outcome. But it has only made you a prisoner. Now hold it in your hand. Feel its weight. Acknowledge the role it has played. And then, with a conscious act of your will, open your fingers. Let the stone of fear drop into the river. Watch as the current of my grace immediately catches it and tumbles it away. My perfect love casts out fear. I have good plans for you. Plans for a hope and a future. You don't need to control tomorrow. You just need to trust the one who holds tomorrow. Release it. Let it go. The next stone is slimy with regret. It's the stone of your past. It is the sum of your mistakes, your failures, the words you wish you could take back, the things you're ashamed of. You carry it as a constant reminder of your unworthiness, believing you have to pay for your own sins. My child, my son has already paid that price. When you give your life to me, the old is gone and the new has come. My mercies are new every single morning. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes are not who you are. They are experiences that I can bring good from, but they are not your identity. Hold this stone, forgive yourself as I have already forgiven you, and let it fall into the water. Watch it sink and disappear. It's gone. You are a new creation. Now pull out the heavy, square stone of control. This has been your most trusted tool. You believe that if you can manage every detail, organize every person, and anticipate every problem, you can keep yourself safe and build the life you want. The need for control has made you rigid, anxious, and exhausted. It has kept you from intimacy because you can't control other people. It has kept you from peace because life is fundamentally uncontrollable. This is the very thing that has kept you swimming upstream. It's the belief that you are the captain of the ship. But I am the captain. My plans are better than your plans, and my ways are higher than your ways. Surrendering control isn't giving up responsibility. It's an act of profound wisdom. It is admitting you are not God. I am. Open your hand. It will be hard. Your fingers will want to cling to it. But I'm here. Let the stone of control go. Feel the release in your shoulders and in your jaw. Feel the freedom of not having to run the universe by yourself. Here's another one. A sticky tar-like stone. The stone of shame. It's different from guilt, which says, I did something bad. Shame whispers, I am bad. It's the deep-seated belief in your own fundamental flaw, your own unworthiness. It makes you hide. It makes you feel unworthy of love, of joy, of my presence. This is the greatest lie from the enemy of your soul. I created you in my image. I called you good. I see you as righteous, not because of what you've done, but because you are covered by the perfection of Christ. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece. Hold this disgusting stone of shame and see it for the lie that it is. Reject it, renounce it, and drop it into the river of grace. Let my truth wash over you, cleaning away that sticky residue. You are worthy. You are beloved. You are mine. And what about this one? The stone of other people's expectations. You've carried the weight of what your parents wanted for you, what your spouse thinks of you, what your friends demand of you, what society celebrates. You have twisted your soul into a shape that you think will please everyone, and in the process, you've lost yourself. You can't be all things to all people. You were only ever meant to be one thing, my beloved child, living out the unique and beautiful purpose I placed inside you. It is time to let go of the need for everyone's approval. My approval is all that matters, and you already have it, unconditionally. Drop the stone. Feel the lightness as you stand up straighter, no longer bent under the weight of opinions that are not your own. There are more stones in the sack. The stone of worry, the stone of comparison, the stone of bitterness and unforgiveness, the stone of insecurity. Name them, hold each one, and with a prayer, release them into the current, one by one. You may need to do this again tomorrow and the day after. Releasing is a moment-by-moment choice, a lifestyle of surrender. But for now, let them go. Empty the sack until it's completely wonderfully light. Now stand in the river with empty hands. Feel the warmth of the water, the gentle but powerful pull of the current. You are lighter, you are freer. The burdens are gone, carried away by a love so vast and a grace so powerful it can swallow up every sin, every fear, every mistake, and make all things new. Now you are ready. Now you can truly float. Now you can let the river carry you into the renewal I have promised. Before we continue, I want you to make this act of release real. In the comments below, write, "I am ready to rest." This isn't just for me to see. It's a declaration of faith for your own heart, and it's an encouragement for the thousands of others reading this, others who feel just as exhausted as you do. Your words will let them know they are not alone in their weariness, and not alone in their journey toward rest. By sharing these words, you become a beacon of hope for one another. And if this message has touched your heart, share it with just one other person who you know is tired, one person who needs to hear that it's okay to stop swimming and to let go. Let this river of grace flow through you to them. My child, now that you have released your burdens into the river, now that you're learning to be still, to surrender, to float in my grace, a new season is beginning. This is the season of renewal. This is the promise that comes after the release. You have emptied your hands of those heavy stones, and now I can fill them with my good gifts. You have quieted the noise, and now you can hear the song of new life I am singing over you. Restoration isn't just about stopping the pain, it's about the infusion of a new and divine life. I don't just heal the wound, I make the place of the scar stronger than it was before. I don't just restore what has been taken, I restore the years themselves. The time you feel you have lost to exhaustion, to fear, to striving, none of it is wasted in my kingdom. I will redeem it all. Imagine the dawn after a long, dark, stormy night. This is what renewal feels like in the soul. At first, it's almost unnoticeable, a faint gray lightning on the horizon. This is the first flicker of hope you feel. It's a quiet inner knowing that the darkness won't last forever. Then slowly colors begin to bleed into the sky, soft pinks and gentle oranges. This is the return of feeling. The numbness begins to fade, and you start to have moments of quiet joy, of simple gratitude, of genuine peace. You notice the beauty of a flower, the warmth of the sun, the kindness in a stranger's eyes, things you were too exhausted to see before. Then the sun itself breaks over the horizon. Its golden light floods the landscape, chasing away every last shadow. This is the moment you feel my love, not as a distant idea, but as a real, tangible warmth that spreads through your entire being. It's a brilliant light that shows you the truth of who you are, cherished, delighted in, and completely secure in your Father's house. This is the joy of your salvation being restored to you. As you continue to rest in me, your strength will return, but it will be a different kind of strength than you've ever known. Your old strength was brittle, born of willpower and fueled by anxiety. It was the strength of a clenched fist. Your new strength is resilient and flexible, born of trust. It is the strength of an open hand. It is my strength flowing through you. The prophet Isaiah promised that those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This isn't a promise of endless physical energy. It's a promise of a divine power that holds you up. You will still face challenges, but you will face them not with frantic effort, but with a deep, abiding confidence that my power is at work in you and for you. My grace is always enough for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. You'll also find that I am renewing your mind. Where there was once a constant loop of anxious thoughts, criticism, and fear, I will plant new thoughts, thoughts of truth, hope, and love. As you spend time in stillness, as you meditate on my promises, your very thought patterns will be transformed. You'll begin to see yourself the way I see you. You'll see your circumstances not as impossible obstacles, but as opportunities for my grace to be put on display. This is what it means to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your passion for life and for me will return, not as a roaring fire of emotional hype, but as a steady, warm, and glowing hearth at the center of your being. It's a quiet passion, a deep love that no longer depends on your circumstances. Your spiritual life will stop being a duty and will become a delight, a genuine friendship with the one who loves you most. Your prayers will become conversations. Your reading of my word will feel like you're receiving a love letter written just for you. Your worship will be the natural overflow of a grateful heart. I am doing a new thing in you. Can't you see it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland of your soul. The dry, barren ground of your heart is becoming a well-watered garden, ready to bear good fruit. The fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control will begin to grow in your life, not because you're trying harder, but because you are resting more deeply in me, the vine. This renewal isn't a one-time event. It's a daily process. Just as the morning mercies are new every day, so is the work of my renewal in you. Each day, as you choose stillness over noise, surrender over control, and trust over fear, you partner with me in this beautiful work of restoration. Don't be discouraged on the days you feel tired again. Just return to the river. Let go. Allow my grace to carry you and my love to renew you. This is my promise. I am your Father, and I am faithful to complete the good work I have begun in you. My precious child, hear my heart in these final words. I have seen your exhaustion. I have felt your pain. I have walked with you through every single moment of your striving, and this message has been my hand reaching out to you, my voice calling you home to a place of rest you may have forgotten even exists. Remember this: your weariness is not a weakness to be ashamed of. It's a signal to be honored. It is the cry of your soul for its true source. You were created for a rhythm of effort and rest, of work and worship, of being in the world but finding your restoration in me. You were never ever meant to carry the world on your shoulders. That's my job. The invitation is simple, and it's for right now. Lay down the heavy burdens of fear, control, and shame. Let them be washed away in the endless river of my grace, a grace that you can never earn and will never lose. It's a gift. Please receive it. Learn to be still. Discover the profound strength that is found not in frantic action, but in quiet trust. Let the silence become your sanctuary, a place where you can feel my presence and hear my voice. In the stillness, you'll remember who you are. You'll remember that you are mine, and trust in the promise of renewal. The night doesn't last forever. Dawn is breaking in your life. I am restoring your soul, renewing your mind, and filling you with a strength that doesn't come from you, but flows through you. This isn't some distant hope. It is a present reality for all who will surrender to me. You are loved, not for your performance, not for your strength, not for your perfection. You are loved simply because you are my child. My love for you isn't a wage you have to earn. It's the very air you breathe, the ground you stand on, the love that holds the entire universe together. Don't leave this moment and pick your burdens up again. Leave them here, with me. Go forward in a new way, a lighter way. Go forward not by swimming against the current, but by floating in the river of my unceasing love. Be still, and know that I am God. I am with you, I am for you, and I will give you rest.